first guest tonight has spent most of the past decade defending us from enemies foreign, domestic, intergalactic, and Jurassic. On Cinco de Mayo, the mixtape comes to an end with Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
And I know you're probably asking, why would I trust her? Well, that's a good question. The answer is, we used to be in love. Yeah, she was my girlfriend, only she doesn't remember it because it wasn't her. Because her dad threw her off a magic cliff and she died, and then I lost my temper and nearly destroyed half the universe. And she came back out of the past. There she is. Everyone else who died in the past stayed dead, not her. Why? Was it the magic cliff? I don't know. That's some freaking Infinity Stone scientist. And some dumbass Earth dude who met a girl, fell in love. That girl died, and then came back a total dick.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 opens in theaters May 5th. Please welcome Chris Pratt. Well done. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well. Do you remember you had the big premiere here tonight of the third movie. You premiered the first movie. Of
course.
You came here, you brought the trailer. We saw it for the first time.
That's right.
9 years ago, that was.
9 years ago. How could I forget?
Did that go by fast or slow?
Wow. Long days, short years.
Did you ever think like, ooh, maybe I don't want to play Star-Lord? Was there ever any concerns?
No.
No, none
God, no.
whatsoever. Yeah.
I mean, I had been dying to I'd do something like that my whole career. So, no, I've been very grateful the whole time.
You wanted to play a superhero?
Yeah, I wanted to play really just wanted. Mostly, I set the bar low enough, don't want to go back to serving food to people.
Right, yeah, right.
And then superhero was way above that bar, so I was going to take it.
Didn't you audition for Captain America?
Yeah, I did. I auditioned for them all. I had a rough run with Marvel.
Which ones? Tell me which ones you auditioned for.
I auditioned for Thor, but not even to be Thor, but to be one of like the sidekick guys, and I didn't get a call back.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't even call and say like, hey, it didn't work out, or thinking bigger things for you? Or...
Usually they give you a little bit of feedback, and I remember the casting director goes, wow, you really made a big choice there. Which is code for being like, hey, dial back the acting there, guy. Yeah,
well, so
I auditioned for all of them. I mean, there was it was like, it got to the point where I was never going to audition for Marvel again. I was like, this is stupid. I'm never going to be in a Marvel movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Which other ones? You got to tell me.
I mean, all of them. I mean, anything that came out that needed a guy that even remotely looked like me, I auditioned for in some way or another. And I would either submit a tape, and then they would say, no, we don't need to see him. Or I would get there and see them, and they'd go, nah, that's the last time we need to see you. And it was not only just Marvel things, but there have been a lot of heroic characters of various
DC
films.
characters you ever do?
Not DC characters, but like, a Star Trek or Avatar or, anything that was like, this guy walks in and he's got the it factor.
Yeah.
Over and over again, I was like, well, I definitely don't have that it factor they're looking for because they don't even want me to come back.
Turned out you do have the it factor.
Oh, well.
Turned out you're Star-Lord. Where did those, failed Marvel auditions, were those, the toughest auditions of your career?
Oh, my God, no. I mean, of my career as an actor, maybe, but I had an audition once when I was 18 years old in Edmonds, Washington, at a strip club called Mr. Pattywax. So, being invited into a dressing room, a waiting room with water and stuff like that's pretty nice.
What kind of an audition did you have there?
It was a strip club, and so I was like, it was me and...
a male strip club, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
Mr.
Right.
Pattywax.
All right.
And, I was like, I'm gonna go do that.
So you danced for somebody?
Yeah.
For
a dude.
There's
one dude.
Like a guy. Yeah. There's a guy named Lenny Pattywack out there.
I don't know. He might have been Mr. Pattywax himself. I bet you that's not his real last name, though.
Did you get the job?
Well, I think I probably could have had the job, but I remember walking. It was in the middle of the day, and the place was nasty. I put on the song Pony.
Genuine.
Genuine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way too slow.
Really?
It's for me and this guy, it was like, ride it, my pony. And I'm like, and then I walked out, and the guy was like, yeah, you should come back and work here. I was like, okay, cool. And so I walk out, and there was a car. It's like a mid-'80s Toyota Tercel with a guy sleeping in the front seat. And he wakes up, and he's like, oh, and he goes in. I was like, oh, that's one of the dancers. He's got a pretty sick car. Maybe I ought to come back, make a little money, get myself a Toyota. But no, I ended up not going back.
Wow, that's crazy. I never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
Is this the last movie, or is this just the end of the trilogy?
Well, it's certainly the end of the trilogy, and it's the last time these Guardians of the Galaxy will ever be on screen together.
Oh, that's it, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we're all playing characters that have been Marvel canon for years, and so I imagine the characters aren't going to go anywhere. But this particular group of outcasts, their 10-year adventure
Is over.
comes to an end in this film.
Did you take anything notable? Like Chris Hemsworth has hammers in every room of his house.
Right.
He's got them in the
That's
bathroom.
a lot of rooms, too.
Yeah.
He's got like 400 rooms in his house. That's a lot of hammers.
Did you take anything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What'd you take?
It got to the point where I was just like, just back up the truck.
It was like a yard sale?
They can't fire me at this point. I need the boots, give me the jacket, throw in 2 of them helmets.
You have the
grab some Rice Krispie treats from craft service. We're cleaning this.
You have the whole thing.
I got it all.
I do want to mention something because you just used profanity.
On your show, I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
no.
I don't
Listen,
care.
it's perfectly fine.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you get fined for that?
No, it's late at night. No, sorry.
They just beep it out, but no one
They
gets
come in,
trouble?
they take one Rice Krispie treat off our craft service table.
Dang it.
Well, you utter the first F word in Marvel movie history in this
that's
film.
right. That's true.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did Sam Jackson not get that honor?
You're right.
He must
I
be
bet
Nick
you
Furious right now. I mean, really.
He's Nick Furious.
Yeah.
I think everybody's tried. With a PG-13 movie, you typically get 2 SH words, and usually you don't get maybe you can get 1 F word. So everyone's always lobbying, like throwing out an improv to try to get it in there.
Is that right?
Yeah. For years, I've tried. It's not the first one I've tried to get into the movie. But they edited it together, and it was a funny beat, and so they kept it.
Were you super excited when that happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Did they huddle and go, wow, we're kind of getting into different territory here? And
Yeah, apparently, from my understanding, the story goes that Kevin Feige talked to James Gunn and said, listen, you don't want to be the guy who's known for having the first F word in your movie. And James was like, yes, I do. That's exactly, don't you know me? That's exactly what I want. And so they kept it in.
although maybe James was working as a double agent. We do know he's over at DC now,
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Speaking of, we're going to do something that we've never done this before. I don't think anybody's ever done this before.
I'm
But we
excited about this.
have a proto-hologram projection box. It's set up outside the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. This is at Disney's California Adventure. This is an attraction there. People go on it. And when we come back, we are going to beam Chris directly into that box. The people are not going to know that it's really you. They're going to think it's just a thing.
They're going to
'cause
think it's like an AI bot.
they're at Disney.
It'll give me a chance to F with them.
And exactly. And we'll use the F word again. Chris Pratt is here with us. Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians 3 opens May 5th. We'll be right back.